புகுகின்ற நோற்று சுபகம் புகுகின்ற மாற்றமும் தாரோ வாசல் திரவத மாற்றமும் தாரோ வாசல் திரவத நாதூராய் மூடி நாராயணம் நாதூராய் மூடி நாராயணம் நம்மார் போதவரை தரும் புண்ணிய நாள் கண்டொரு நாள் கூட்டத்தின் வாய் வீழ்ந்த கூட்டத்தின் வாய் வீழ்ந்த கும்பகரனும் தோற்றும் பெருந்துயில் தான் தந்தானோ ஆற்றலன் உடைய அரங்கலமே ஆற்றலன் உடையாய் அரங்கலமே வேற்றமாய் வந்து திரவேலோரம் நூற்று சுபகம். கற்று கரவை கணங்கள் பல கலந்து கற்று கரவை கணங்கள் பல கலந்து செற்றாத்திரளிய சென்று சேரு செய்யும் குற்றம் ஒன்றில்லாத கோபலதம் போகாழியே குற்றம் ஒன்றில்லாத கோபலதம் பொற்கொடியே உற்றார மல்பு உற்றார மல்பு உற்றார மல்பு புனமையிலே போதராய் சுற்றத்து தோழிமார் எல்லாரும் வந்து நின் முற்றம் புகழ்ந்து மூகில் வண்ணன் தேர்பாட சிற்றாதே பேசாதே செல்வ பெண்டாட்டி பொருளேலோரெம்பாவாய். கண்ணித்திடம் காற்றெருமை கன்று இறங்கி. கண்ணித்திடம் காற்றெருமை கன்று இறங்கி. நினைத்து மூளையே அழியே நின்று பால் சோர நனைத்திலம் சேராக்கும்
நஞ்சல்வம் தங்க
பனிதலை வீழ வாசற்கடை பற்றி சினத்தினால் தென்னீரங்கை கோமானே செற்ற மனத்துக்கே நீயானே பாடவும் நீவாய் திறவாய் இனிதான்
எழுந்தீராய் ஈதன
பேரூரகம் அழித்திலதாரும் அறிந்தேலோரெம் உள்ளின் வாய்க்கீண்டானே உள்ளின் வாய்க்கீண்டானே பொல்லா அரகனே புள்ளின்
வாய்க்கீண்டானே
பொல்லா அரகனே புள்ளின் வாய்க்கீண்டானே பொல்லா அரகனே கிள்ளி களைதானே தீமை பாப்போ பிள்ளைகள் எல்லாரும் பாவை களம்பு பிள்ளைகள்
எல்லாரும்
பாவை களம்பு வெளியெழுந்து யாழமுழங்கிட்டு உள்ளும் சிலம்பினகார் போதலி கண்ணீனாய் புள்ளும் சிலம்பினகார் போதலி கண்ணீனாய் குள்ள தோழிர கூடை
இந்து நீராதே
பள்ளி கிடத்தியோ பாவாய் நின்னண்ணாளா பள்ளி கிடத்தியோ பாவாய் நின்னண்ணாளா கள்ளம் கவிந்து கலந்தேலோரம் உள்ளிங்காய் ஈடானே. Read the meaning. My granddaughter Niyati will be reading the Pashram's meaning.
I'm going to start from Pasram 1 and read the meanings for all the Pasrams till today's Pasram. In Pasram 1, a few of the gopis invite the others from among the 500,000 families of Gokula to rise early and join them so that they can all go together in a group to ask Lord Krishna for parai. Here we are introduced to the concept of satsang, or pursuance of the spiritual goal in a company of like-minded others. In Pasram 2, the gopis are describing the vow to worship Krishna. They will sing the praises of Lord Vishnu, said to be reclining in a yogic trance upon the serpent Shesha in the sea of milk, contemplating upon the welfare of all beings. Vishnu's feet are the objects of worship. This verse highlights the do's and don'ts for the interested devotees who want to reach their goal. In Pasram 3, Andal pays her obeisance to the incarnation of Vamana, in which Vishnu appeared as a young student to ask for 3 strides of land from the pious and generous, yet supremely egotistic and acquisitive demon king Bali. He was granted the land and immediately expanded his form so that he covered the entire universe with 2 steps. He then asked where he should put the 3rd step, and Bali bowed his head for the Lord to step upon. Bali was pushed out into the nether regions and was granted immortality and sovereignty over the netherworld. The Acharyas praised this incarnation above the others because everything belongs to Vishnu anyway, yet he takes the form of a poor Brahmin boy and goes to seek a favor from a human being. Andal expresses her great confidence in being able to secure the grace of Vishnu. In Pasram 4, Andal stresses her desire for rain and addresses this invocation to the rain god Varuna. She requests Varuna to assume the dark blue form of Krishna, Megha-shyama, cloud-colored one. Andal now uses similes of Krishna's 3 weapons to describe the phenomena associated with rain. Lightning is likened to the Sudarshana Chakra. The chakra which moves at the speed of light represents the universal mind. It is discharged for the punishment of the wicked and the salvation of devotees. The conch, Panchajanya, the primordial ocean of creation, it is symbolic of the emanation of the cosmos and of the sound of Omkara. Its tumultuous sound is meant to proclaim Vishnu's saving grace. In his incarnation as Sri Rama, Vishnu used the bow, Saranga, to defeat the demonic host of Rakshasas led by Ravana. Here the bow is invoked to destroy the demon of drought. In Pasram 5, Andal calls for her friends, the gopis, in Gokula to undertake the vow of Margari Nombe. The gopis raise a concern. Even the powerful Rama's crowning ceremony did not happen on the day the great sage Vashishta marked. So how can we be sure that our vow will go on without any problems? Andal then answers that we need not cleanse all our sins to undertake this vow, since we are going to surrender to that Lord Krishna who is pure in all aspects and capable of burning all our sins and making our vow successful. He is such a Lord who foregoes anything for the sake of his devotees. Andal in this verse teaches the meaning of devotional service, making simple offerings of flowers, chanting Krishna's name, and silently meditating. The results of such spiritual practice is the absolution of sins and the attainment of spiritual purity. In Pasram 6, Andal begins to undertake the vow. They are blessed with the right time, acceptance from elders, and also the deep wish to involve themselves in devotion, but what are they waiting for? For example, while trying to bathe in a river with a heavy flow of water, we try to hold on to each other's hands rather than enter it alone. Similarly, before starting to enjoy the ocean of divine qualities of Krishna, Andal tries to wake up all her Gopika friends in the verses 6 through 15. It is customary to surrender to the divine feet of Vishnu with the support of elders, masters, devotees, who are well versed in the Vedas. Andal indulges in waking up the gopis before actually proceeding towards the place of vrata. When all the gopikas have devotion towards Krishna, why will one sleep and others stand outside to wake her up? This is due to the way each one is involved in the devotion. Some are mesmerized and unable to act, while others are so eager to reach their goal and stand outside to wake the mesmerized ones. In Pasaram 7, Andal isn't satisfied with waking up just one gopi, but wants each and every gopi in Gokula to join their divine experience, and hence knocks at each one's door. A perfect devotee wants everyone to enjoy the Supreme Lord equally, as he is the father of all. Certain incidents from the life of our preceptors, which show the importance of devotion toward devotees, are quoted below. Nanjiar, one of the Sri Vaishnava preceptors who falls in the Guru Parampara chain, met and prostrated Akkondavalli Jr., a direct disciple of Swami Ramanuja. At that time, Jia replied, "I haven't got the real predilection towards the Lord." Nanjiya was supposed to hear this and inquired, "Oh, you are a great preceptor and a prime example of Swami Ramanuja. How could you say this?" Jia replied, "Our real devotion is shown when we attain utmost pleasure while meeting a devotee. Thus, showing the greatness of servitude to devotees is more important than servitude to Vishnu himself." Similarly, Sri Parasara Bhattar, another preceptor in the Sri Vaishnava Guru Parampara, once saw some of the disciples of Nanjiar feeding the devotees in a small hamlet called Sri Devi Mangalam and remarked, "Even if I don't have Sri Vaishnava Purti, or being a complete or perfect Sri Vaishnava, the disciples of my disciple Nanjiar are perfect Sri Vaishnavas, and hence their greatness will also reflect on me." In Pasaram 8, Andal and her friends proceed to wake up a gopi who is very special. She is so special that they must all come and wake her, Mikkulla Pillegalam, as she is very much adorned and liked by Krishna. Kottakalamudaya Pava. In Pasaram 9, Andal and her friends go to get a fourth gopi. Andal proceeds to say, "Uncle's daughter, please open the door. Maman Magale Manikedavam Dagtirabai." After not hearing a response, she asks her mother, "Mamir Avala Yerpiro Unmagaldan. Can you please wake her up? She's your daughter after all." She proceeds to say, "Umayo Andra Shavido Anantano Ema Perenduyal Mandira Patalo." Is she dumb or deaf? Is she under some kind of spell? They then start chanting the names of Perumal, thinking that because she is such a pious and God-loving girl, she will wake up from hearing the names of Vishnu. In Pasaram 10, similar to the young girls losing self at the very sight of Krishna, this gopi is capable of making Krishna lose himself on seeing her. That is the reason Andal calls her Arungalami, a rare precious jewel. She is so special and very close to the residence of Krishna, and hence is blessed to get the divine experience whenever she aspired to. This gopi believes in the Upanishadic verse that says, "The Supreme Lord himself makes the Jivatma happy." She believes in Sadhya Bhakti, the Lord himself being the means, rather than Sadhana Bhakti, Karma, Jnana, Bhakti Yogas as the means. In verse 11, Andal wakes a gopi who is celebrated as Kova Talam Porkodiye, because similar to Krishna, she is the most adorned special girl in Gokula. She is relaxing with the feel that when Krishna is the special boy and I am the special girl, equally special girl, why should I go and undertake vrata? Why not he do the same to get my companionship? In Pasaram 12, Andal awakens the sister of one cowherd boy who was ever engaged in service to Krishna, similar to Lakshmana to Sri Rama. In the earlier verse, Andal talked about a Gopala who has strictly followed his daily duties and never performed them actively. In this verse, she talks about another Gopala who never milked the cows, thereby foregoing his duty since he was ever engaged in service to Krishna. Today's Pasaram 13, is where Andal awakens a gopi who's proud of the beauty of her eyes, being associated with Krishna, pride, ego, argument, etc. While my eyes are so attractive, should Krishna take the pains to get my friendship? Why should I wake up in the early morning and undertake vrata? Pines the gopi who is celebrated as Podari Kanninai.
Thank you, Niriti. So now Shreya will take over. Shreya.
Hi, I'm Shreya. I just wanted to thank the temple and thank everyone for this opportunity. I'm going to be singing Sita Mama. Sitamayam 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 Shri Ramudu maku tandri Sitamayamma 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 Vatatmaja Saumitri Vatatmaja Saumitri Vainateya Ripumardana Vatatmaja Saumitri Vainateya Ripumardana Dadabara Dadulu Sodarulu Maku O Manasa Dadabara Dadulu Sodarulu Maku O Manasa Sitamayamma Shri Ramudu maku tandri Sitamayamma Paramesha Vashishta Para Sharanarada Saunaka Sukha Paramesha Vashishta Para Sharanarada Saunaka Sukha Surapati Kautamalam Bodhara Guhasana Kadulu Taranij Bhagavadage Sarule Varuvarallanu Varatyagarajuniki Paramabandhavulu Manasa Varatyagarajuniki Paramabandhavulu Manasa Sitamayamma Shri Ramudu maku tandri Sitamayamma Thank you.
अनन्तरूपा अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा आदिमूला नारायण अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा आदिमूला नारायण अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथ अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथ कमलनयन हे माधव अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथ कमलनयन हे माधव करुणासागर कालिङ्गनर्दन करुणासागर कालिङ्गमर्दन हे दया सिन्धु कृष्णा हे दया सिन्धु कृष्णा अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा आदिमूला नारायण अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथ कमलनयन हे माधव करुणासागर कालिङ्गनर्दन करुणासागर कालिङ्गमर्दन हे दया सिन्धु कृष्णा हे दया सिन्धु कृष्णा अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा आदिमूला नारायण विफल प्राण हरि नाम बिना कृष्ण नाम बिना विफल प्राण हरि नाम बिना कृष्ण नाम बिना भुवन ज्योति बिना ज्योति नयन बिना नयन बिना भाव प्रेम बिना प्रेम भक्ति बिना
भक्ति
विफल हरि नाम बिना नाम बिना कृष्ण नाम बिना विफल प्राण हरि नाम बिना नाम बिना कृष्ण नाम बिना भुवन ज्योति बिना ज्योति नयन बिना नयन भाव बिना भाव प्रेम बिना प्रेम भक्ति बिना भक्ति विफल हरि नाम बिना
Nama Vina, Krishna Nama Vina.
विफल प्राण हरि नाम बिना नाम बिना कृष्ण नाम बिना மியூட்ல இருக்கேன் இல்லைங்க சம்பத் மியூட்ல இருக்கேன் மியூட்
Om Namo Narayanaaya. Yeah, today's program just ended. Yeah, Mrs. Janaki, you can introduce today's singers and then we will call it a day.
Yeah. Shreya? Shreya? Yeah, Shreya is my student. She sang Sitama Mayamma, but she's, yeah. Thank you, Sampath. Thank you for the call.
Thank you, listeners of Chicago Kalibari. Again, look forward for tomorrow at 9 o'clock for the continuation of Andal Tirupavai. I think tomorrow is about 16th or 17th day. What is tomorrow?
Tomorrow is 14th.
Oh, it's only 14th.
Yeah, tomorrow is 14th.
Pasuram, that will be the 14th. Yeah. Still we have about 16, 17 days to go.
Yeah.
For the programs.
Yeah. Thank you,
listeners, and goodbye.